8 GeoGuessr pros and 8 Minecraft speedrunning pros. They have spent 2 weeks training each other in their respective games, all for this weekend where it's time for them to finally play their game.
Boom. Dude, that was so bad. I'm so bad at these hard ones. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait, why didn't anyone tell me it started?
Oh my. Okay. Lava, the Hogland.
That's your fault. No one told me it started.
Does he know Blaze Bed with...
Okay, well, whatever.
Is that what he's gonna
Oh,
do?
well, okay. I mean, it's chopped anyway. No, this match is full chopped anyway. Blinky, this match is full chopped anyway. Wait.
I get spawned on every time I'm at the spawner.
Oh, wait, people were telling me. Wait, I didn't see the subs. That's my bad. I don't have, like, the sounds or whatever for alerts. I'm sorry. I was locked. Did Zigzag die? Why does he have a wood pick? Why is this so chopped right now?
So that's what Blinky is doing right now. Clearing his inventory before he
No, Blinky literally got a PB today. His PB yesterday was like 14 something. Like, while the enemy, he literally got a PB today. Like, Blinky is so locked. He made Iron Axe? Yep. Oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah. Okay, no. He can make Pickaxe now. No, this is like actually insurmountable though. This is like actually unfair. It's actually unfair. Like, Blinky probably should have been playing MK. But Zigzag hasn't, like, how the seeding worked is, Blinky is first seed, Zigzag is 8th seed, but Zigzag literally has never opened a private room before, but MK has, so in theory, MK has a better seeding. But, like, Blinky is actually tasked, so it's actually just unfair. Feinberg left him to go to the bathroom? Okay, no. Like, no, that's actually, like, a bad call. It's like, you know, like, isn't that, like, a crime? If you're like a captain, even if your ship is capsizing it, isn't it literally a crime to leave the boat? Like, you have to get all the passengers off first, you know? That's literally a crime. That should be against like the Geneva Conventions of coaches.
Yeah.
You never go down, you go down with the ship. You either leave last or you go down with the ship. No, this is actually unfair. Please just, okay, no, Zigzag just needs to not die, and it's a good enough job. As long as he doesn't die, it's a good enough job. What is this inventory? This inventory is like one of a kind. What is going on? What is happening on Zigzag screen? What is happening? Oh my god. No, Blinky's on sub 50 pace right now. If he gets an instant purchase of sub 15, Blinky is so good. He's actually so good. It's not fair. It's actually not fair. This is hydrogen bomb versus coughing babies. It's like, have you ever seen that tweet which is just like, it was like some argument or whatever, and it was like an argument about abortion or whatever, and it was like 500,000 babies would disagree with you, and then the reply was like, I could easily win a debate over 500,000 babies. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know that tweet? Someone find this. This sounds so bad out of context.
He's been playing it.
That's true. I've not been PR trained though. And enjoy it while it lasts. If I make playoffs, I have to get PR trained. Is that not fucked up? I might not play playoffs just because of that.
Crossbow, yeah.
That rule might be too much for me, I can't lie. If I don't make playoffs, that's why. It's definitely not because I'm washed. Wait, isn't this?
The dragon will perch no just to RNG a little bit. But doing
I could easily win a debate against 600,000 babies.
Zero side.
Okay, sorry, I got distracted.
He looks I mean, I would say this is probably the best pace he's ever been on. For
Dude, I need to stop laughing. I almost spat out my water. I'm actually fucking... Dude, what is Zigzag doing? Oh my god.
I would say that's better than most people.
No, what? Like, these strays are like these. No, what is going on? No, Zigzag, please.
No completions, but he has an end enter.
No, it's like, oh my god, Blinky's in the end. I just haven't been paying attention whatsoever. Is it BO3? BO1 until finals BO3. Wait, how does everyone know this and I don't? Okay. Oh my god, Zigzag, please just eat. Just block off and eat, please. No, this is just full cooked. I honestly feel kind of bad. 16 minutes for a BO1 is just so brutal. This is actually so brutal. This is like a...
I think this should...
Like, you're really just putting, like, the pig in the slaughter chamber or whatever. It's just like not fair. It's actually not
Okay,
fair.
good, bad.
Bet one good, bet two good.
No, like Blinky hit a
So
4.
good.
Oh my god, the Enderman grief is 4 bad.
We got a
Oh
5
my
bet
God.
from Blinky.
No, it's actually not fair.
That is so
Wow.
I just feel no, this is actually like unlucky. This is actually unlucky.
Wow, that is very impressive.
Like it's just like it's not fair to play Blinky first, and this format is just too brutal. This format is actually just too brutal. It's like not. This is not a like ethical format. This is not an ethical
Very
format.
satisfied with how that went. What do you
Yes,
think?
I know what you're talking about. Yes, I've seen the clip
I will say,
with Misha or whatever. Misha versus Karpov. That shit is so funny. Such a fire analogy. That is actually such a fire analogy.
Surprisingly, when he was in the fort, he was in a bit of a precarious. But
I'm stealing that one.
nonetheless,
Next time,
it's cool to,
next time it's
to see
playoffs
him,
and it's like a
you know, give
Coffin
this a
Baby
go. So
Hydrogen
super
Bomb
happy,
matchup. I'm
but
stealing
super
that.
big
I'm gonna
very
forget.
proud
No,
of
that's probably
Oscar.
true.
Proud of Oscar for not dying and for.
That is
pushing
true. Zigzag didn't
Minecraft
die. Zigzag
together
didn't die.
when
So
we
to be
played
fair,
Fables maps.
that's
It's-
good. What is this woodcraft? I'm not looking at chat. What? What can you craft with wood? I actually have deadass like never played Minecraft or what? What is this craft? Okay, I'm not looking at chat, but I see it going really fast right now. Huh. Okay. Has it started? Fuck. What do I mainly craft? I don't know, a crafting table? I make my sticks. I make tools. I make tools with a crafting table. But I can't make any tools. Read your message before that. Where you get... Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I forgot that was an item. Okay, that's smart. Don't hit me with the Andrew dumbass emote. Don't hit me with the Andrew dumbass. Bro, I get how Ludwig feels now. I saw that Ludwig tweet a while ago, and it was like someone hating on Ludwig, and he responded like, "Can't someone just be ass anymore?"
You're clip farming? What happened to being ass? What happened to genuinely sucking at shit in front of people vulnerably? Fuck this goddamn world, man. If you're a genuine idiot, you're rage baiting. If you genuinely suck at something, you're clip farming. I'm just actually that guy who's fucking bad. That's authentic, genuine ass. I don't have to pretend to be bad. I am bad. I don't have to pretend to be dumb. I am dumb.
Like, can't I just be asked at knowing Minecraft recipes? Like, is there anything wrong with that? Me and Ludwig really are like kids in Minecraft speedrunning if you think about it. We're both so good, but everyone hates on us so hard. I'm supposed to be coaching Finbar because Fulham's can't coach him. But also, I feel like it's kind of chopped for anyone who isn't Blinky. Like, Blinky is low-key Thanos. But I really want to... I'm excited for tomorrow because I want to see Val win. Bag is literally has an AI-generated username. This shit is like binary or whatever. It's literally just literally just numbers. Like, this guy is not real.
What they can do here. Lenley quite good as well. Has definitely put in the work with Anjo, and they've done a
Anjo.
I just want to point out that I think Lenley did.
No, Polina, you gotta correct this pronunciation. We're not calling him Anjo. Why is Bag like moving like he like double taps W? Like, do you see this? It looks like he's double tapping W.
And Bag actually had.
He's like actually good though. Look at this scanning. This is W scanning.
I heard on
He's like looking around as he's F5ing.
Very
No, these mechanics are good. Wait, why is Bag actually like good?
Bag's average is far better.
Ledley is like, why is Ledley doing 3 jumps per crit? It doesn't charge it up more. Ledley.
Killed Golem.
Ludley, you don't have to charge it up this much, okay?
Gonna be getting a lot of bread.
Is Poundy actually like the GOAT coach? Why is Bag so good mechanically? No, this lead is... No, the mechanics are actually scary. These are really good mechanics, I can't lie. I mean, Ledley's not too far back. The thing is, it's just like, if you die, it's over. The thing is, this is like... It's like the tortoise and the hare, if you guys have ever heard of that fable before. It's like, it doesn't matter how far ahead the hare is, if the hare like falls asleep or something, and the equivalent of that would be dying, then like the tortoise could always catch up, you know? Guys, I haven't gone live for 2 weeks, okay? Give me a break, cut me a break, okay? Let me warm up, okay? Let me warm up.
Quickly off spawn, lower you.
The country mouse and the city mouse?
Approaching the
Wait, I actually know that fable.
I'm scared.
I don't think either of them is the country mouse or the... This is not like the country mouse, city mouse fable, I feel like isn't really applicable to this circumstance. No, Bag is passing it. Okay, this is honestly fine. I think Poudy is just trying to get him to go to the very bottom from the chest to like orient himself. But he just doesn't... Bag doesn't know where he is.
Pretty fast.
Oh, GG, there's... Okay, this isn't that big of a deal. He just needs to not lava himself. Okay, he lavaed himself. It's fine. He can just wait for the lava to drain. He can just wait for the lava to drain. He just needs to not be impatient.
A bit of a lava debacle here on his staircase.
Dude, there's actually a crazy... Okay, no, okay, I need people's thoughts on this fable. There's this fable in my copy of Aesop's Fables that's actually crazy. It's like, there's a bunch of food... There's a bunch of food in a tree, and then a fox is really hungry, so he goes in the tree to eat the food, right? But then he eats the food, and then gets so hungry, he gets fat and can't get out of the tree. And then like another fox comes around and he's like, "Help me, I'm stuck in this tree." And then the fox is like, "You should have saw like what was gonna happen to you before it happened to you." Like, is that not such a bad fable? I feel like that's such a bad fable, though. Like, I thought a lot of, like, I'm not gonna lie, you make fun of the tortoise and the hare, that's like a really good fable. But like, that's a really bad fable, you know? Like that, I feel like that's such like a bad fable. Aesop was not cooking on that one.
Oh, it's pound cake. Pound cake did not know.
Oh fuck, he punched a pig on accident. This is fine, it's savable. Oh my god, okay, this is fine. Dude, the frame rate is so bad, but it's chill.
I wanna preface it.
Oh my god, this baby hawk. Dude, just charge up the hit, Ludley, charge it up. Oh my god, okay, you got it. The monkey and the crocodile? I do not know the monkey and the crocodile. I know there's one with a frog and a scorpion. What's my favorite fable? I can't lie, I'm really basic. I really like the tortoise and the hare. That one's timeless. I'm trying to think, what is my second favorite fable? No, there's like a few, but I like can't think of them off the top of my head. If I had like a list, this is one of those things where it's like, if you're asked to rate things, like you don't really know, but if you had a list of everything, then you would probably know. There is actually a crazy one. No, this is actually like, no, foxes are like crazy, like, foxes have crazy IQ in like the Fable world or whatever. There's one where it's like there's a crow singing from the top of a tree, and it's like he has a piece of food in his, or no. The fable is there's a crow at the top of a tree with food in his mouth, and then the fox is like, oh my god, the crow should be king of the animals. The crow is so wise and has such like a cool beak and is so strong and is so awesome. The only thing that would make the crow perfect to be king was if the crow had a voice as well. And then the crow wanted to prove he had a voice, so he started talking, but that means he let go of the food in his mouth. And the fox stole the food. And then what the fox said afterwards was like, if you added a brain to all the rest of your qualifications, you would be a perfect king. Is that not crazy? No, like that is actually, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Generally fast.
That's aura, dude. I got chills when I read that. I got chills. No, yeah, we need an edit of this. We need an edit of this. Who would be the crow and the fox? Huh. No, I feel like this isn't like, I feel like it's not that applicable to MCSR. Cause what would be like analogous to like having food, you know?
To us.
Glaze baiting. Aesop's the best animal fables. Wait, I should actually do this. I should actually do this later. I should actually do this. I actually really want to do this. I'm doing this afterwards. No, I think Lenley's leaving. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, I got Loki so distracted by the fables. But Bag, oh my god, Bag might get like, okay, no, this is fine. If he got like backed off into the corner, then like the Magma Cube probably could have killed him. Like if we got stuck against him, like it's fine. Because like the Magma Cubes, like, you know how in 1.8 you can spam click? Loki, if you're stuck in a corner and a Magma Cube is like hugging you, if they Loki like the version changes to 1.8 and they start like combo spamming you or something, it's actually unfair. The porcupine and the lobster. I do not know that one. I feel like the lobster is not a very popular Fable animal. Neither is the porcupine. I feel like the animals, it's like the fox, the wolf, there's like a lion sometimes, and then there's like a donkey or whatever. Is MK actually building a house? Do we have, can anyone confirm? Like honestly, I mean, I'm actually kind of curious. I want to see like what kind of house he builds. Because you'll have time. You'll have time to build a good house. No, what if MK is just actually a beast though? Like imagine, like, you know, have you seen that? Have you guys seen, I rewatched this video like a while ago and it's like Loki, it's so obvious when I watched the nerdy, where like Loki pretended to be nerdy and it's so obvious. I watched that video again recently and it's like, what if MK is just like that? Just so you know, in case I'm not saying anything, but if you ever wanted to insider trade, right now there's 1 to 37 odds in Project Bloom's chat. So if you want the Bloom coins or whatever.
Wait, how many do I have? I have 13k. Wait, that's bro, that's multiplying, bro.
You're going up to 300k off that.
Infume's playing on his account. GG.
If Infume's playing on his account, you'll be able to tell, and you'll be able to.
Yeah, he's just in the end in 2 minutes, like GG.
Yes.
Like,
no,
hurry up, I'm hungry. From MK, it's crazy.
Yeah, just set up your anchors and then it's good. There's nothing stopping him from going.
Yeah, like honestly, like bro, the house has to be done by now. No, like
yeah.
GG.
Yep, that's fine. Remember to fill it with glowstone and just don't look at Enderman. That's all you have to do.
Oh,
that's fine.
We have one anchor.
Just light one of them. Just remember that one of them does. Actually, you can break the glowstone. Can you break it? See if it drops 4. How much does it drop? Oh, 3. That's fine.
I threw out the other one in the overworld.
Yeah, that's fine.
We have one more.
Don't worry.
Unlucky.
Yeah, we'll just wait for Perch. Don't worry. Just ice on the dragon. And remember, you only have 1 anchor. You honestly have 10 beds, so you don't even have to use the anchor if you desire.
Yeah.
Remember, you only have the 1 anchor.
Oh.
Nice.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Like...
Yeah.
Oh, today.
Yeah, GG's. Wait, what did it? I'm actually curious. What did MK do? I'm actually really curious at what MK did. Let me see. Let me see. He scrolled on Twitter. He tried to make a penis but failed. How do you even fail?
I can make a penis.
There's literally, yeah, no, that would work.
Do I know how to make a penis though? That's fuck.
It's simply, it's 3 blocks vertical, and then at the base, it's 1 block left and 1 block right.
No, I need to fuck. Okay. Bro. Okay. Get this shit out of my way. How do I fucking... Okay,
What are you trying to make it taller?
I'm trying to make the top of it.
Oh, you have a skeleton on you. You are probably gonna die. Run, 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 run! 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 Just run away, run away, run away! No!
Oh, fuck.
No, no!
That's like the easiest shape possible. No, why is he mining cobblestone? What is this? Like, what is this freeze frame? Why does it?
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
this is like, why does 20 minutes in, he actually looks like, it actually looks like the same shit as like 30 seconds in. Like, what is going on right now? What is going on? No. Oh my god, no, like. Oh hell no. Where is he? Where is he? How did he end up in a cave? No, where are we going? No, don't scroll your phone, FK. Oh my god. Okay. He's in a boat and he's scrolling. He's back on land. Wait, he's getting stuff. Is he building a house? Oh, he died. He's just on his phone. No, that's funny. GG. Wait, was there a break? Did they say there's a break? Okay, I'm doing the Aesop Fables tier list. I don't care. I'm like actually fried. I don't know. Okay, Tortoise and the Hare, S tier. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, this is the Fox and the Crow? That's S tier. Fox and the Crow is S tier. Scorpion and the Frog? Scorpion and the Frog is an interesting one. I don't know if the Scorpion and the Frog is that good. This one, like, I feel like this is like low-key is just like, don't help out people who are gonna kill you. And that's like kind of boring. I feel like this one doesn't have motion. I don't know what these ones are. I don't know what this one is. I don't know what this one is. I know the Sour Grapes one. I don't know what this one is. Oh, is this the Town Mouse, City Mouse? And then this is Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. We'll see. Sour Grapes isn't bad. I feel like nobody says like, don't cry over being the frog that got stabbed over this by the scorpion, you know? But people say like, don't cry over sour grapes or whatever, right? And it's like sour grapes is like a thing people say. That's like a phrase. So I feel like sour grapes is like sour grapes is good because of that. I'd probably give sour grapes like A tier or something. Frog and Scorpion just isn't that good. Town Mouse, City Mouse isn't bad. Like, I put it over the Scorpion, probably. But, like, don't cry over spilt milk. No, that is true, but I think people have said that for sour grapes as well. But maybe I just made it up. Maybe I just made it up. No, there's like there's a song that's like called Sour Grapes or something. So, but there's no song called like The Frog and the Scorpion, you know? So, sour grapes have motion. Town Mouse, City Mouse is fine. I feel like it's a cute idiom. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad. Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, I think, should go in A tier because it's the same status as, like, it doesn't have, like, the Fable impact. Oh, maybe it does, though. I don't know. I feel like these two are a cut above. Like, this is not, like, a renowned Fable, I feel like, but it's really good. It's a really good story. Wolf and Sheep's... maybe these two should be S tier as well. But I feel like these are just a cut above. I feel like Wolf in Sheep's Clothing and The Fox and the Grapes are, like, very good idioms or whatever. And those are nice. And then these four, I don't know. Like, what is this one? This is, like, a goose and an egg? Like, is this Jack and the Beanstalk with the golden goose? Like, Jack and the Beanstalk is a good story, but, like, I don't think it's really a fable, right? Because there's humans... Like, humans kind of, like, aren't the main focus of the fable should be the animals. The crow and the pitcher. I actually don't know this one. What is the fox and the hedgehog? I don't know that one. And what is this one? The cricket with the guitar? I don't know these ones. In a spell of dry weather, when the birds could find very little to drink, a thirsty crow found a pitcher with a little water in it. But the pitcher was high and had a narrow neck, and no matter how hard he tried, the crow could not reach the water. The poor thing felt as if he must die of thirst. Then an idea came to him. Picking up some small pebbles, he dropped them into the pitcher one by one. With each pebble, the water rose a little higher until at last it was near enough so he could drink. In a pinch, a good use of our wits may help us out. That's actually a pretty good fable. Let me see. This one's the crow in the pitcher. Bro, this crow is low-key like Archimedes if you think about it. Bro, this is like Archimedes reincarnated. So Loki the crow is onto... Oh my god. Fuck. Loki the crow is onto something. I've never heard of this one though. So, but this is a really smart fable. Probably top of B tier, I'd say. This is tied with... No, I'm moving the Scorpion and the Frog down. The Scorpion and the Frog is not that good. But these ones are pretty good. No, crows are smart, right? Like, they're actually smart? Or is that ravens? I don't remember. The Ants and the Grasshopper. One bright day in late autumn, a family of ants were bustling around in the warm sunshine, drying out the grain they had stored up during the summer. When a starving grasshopper, his fiddle under his arm, came up and humbly begged for a bite to eat. "What?" cried the ants in surprise. "Haven't you stored anything away for the winter? What in the world were you doing all last summer?" "I didn't have time to store up any food," whined the grasshopper. "I was so busy making music that before I knew it, the summer was gone." The ants shrugged their shoulders in disgust. "Making music, were you?" they cried. "Very well, now dance!" And they turned their backs on the grasshopper and went on with their work. There's a time for work and a time for play. Wait, no, wait, why does this fable actually, like, why is this fable, like, targeted towards me? Why is this actually, like, targeted towards me? Why am I low-key the grasshopper and the ants are low-key, like, people telling me to study? Fuck, oh, wait, this one actually hits too close to home. Fuck, that is a good fable, though. The Fox and the Hedgehog. A fox, swimming across a river, was barely able to reach the bank, where he lay bruised and exhausted from his struggle with the swift current. Soon, a swarm of blood-sucking flies Oh, I do know this one! Wait, I do know this one! Settled on him, but he lay quietly, still too weak to run away from them. A hedgehog happened by. "Let me drive the flies away," he said kindly. "No, no!" exclaimed the fox. "Do not disturb them. They have taken all they can hold. If you drive them away, another greedy swarm will come and take the little blood I have left. Better to bear a lesser evil than to risk a greater in removing it." Ooh, that one's good. I can't lie, that one is good. It's like really forgettable though. Like, I read this fable before and I forgot about it, but this one's low-key kind of forgettable. But it's like, it's kind of true, but it is kind of forgettable. Like, would you say the fox is like, if we had an IQ test between the crow and the fox, like, I would say the crow still, like, kind of out-auras the fox, you know? So I would probably say, I'd say they're not on the same tier, personally. So I would put the fox below the crow. The Goose and the Golden Egg. There was once a countryman who possessed the most wonderful goose you can imagine. For every day when he visited the nest, the goose had laid a beautiful, glittering golden egg. The countryman took the eggs to market and soon began to get rich. But it was not long before he grew impatient with the goose, because she gave him only a single golden egg a day. He was not getting rich enough fast. Then one day, after he had finished counting his money, the idea came to him that he could get all the golden eggs at once by killing the goose and cutting it open. But when the deed was done, not a single golden egg did he find, and his precious goose was dead. Those who have plenty want more and still lose all they have. Damn! No, this guy is actually a fucking moron, though. Like, this guy has no idea how life works whatsoever. It's like, no, this guy's actually a moron. Yeah, what, the human is actually stupider than all the... This guy is actually that head full of bricks, bro. No, So, I would probably... Okay, this one would probably go... No. Okay, so the thoughts on this is it has cultural impact, okay? The reason why is if you've ever heard the story Jack and the Beanstalk, I'm assuming, because is Jack and the Beanstalk, I'm assuming Jack and the Beanstalk is older, or is younger than the Golden Goose fable, right? And it's like, there's a golden goose in Jack and the Beanstalk, right? Because that's how Jack buys the seeds that grows the beanstalk, I think. So it's like, the goose has cultural impact. But I feel like it's not that good. I feel like the fable on its own is, like, kind of boring. This one's, like, not that impressive, I think. This one is not that impressive. This is, like, the ordering, I think. I think this is a good ordering. Tortoise and the Hare and the Crow and the Fox, S tier. And then these ones are A tier. And then these ones are good. I think. This is the order. No, Aesop is crazy. Aesop has so many fire stories. Granted, they were all fables, but they were good. No one knew the geese didn't have eggs in them, you know? It just aged poorly, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, no, well, someone must have known, because, like, someone would have... No, okay. No, that's stupid. No, because you could... Because, okay, think about this. If you have a goose for a year, and it hatches 365 eggs, and you made a goose shaped of eggs, okay? You tried to recreate a goose shaped of eggs. The issue with that is the surface, the area of the eggs is greater than the volume of the goose. So it would be a paradox. It would not, the logic of the universe would not compute and let the goose have more volume inside it than it is like let out if it was all stored inside it at the same time. So by first principles, I have deduced that the goose cannot be holding all the eggs in it. Boom! The farmers were stupid back then.
And I mean, it would be very
Okay, that's
funny to see
true. But
sub
like,
two, maybe even sub 1.
I don't know.
But
I feel like they could have figured it out. It's like if you're a farmer, the only thing you're doing all day is farming, right? Like you have so much downtime to like think about stuff. And I feel like in that time, like you're like you're low-key forced to think. Like they didn't have Instagram Reels yet, you know? So they weren't brain rotted. And in like that downtime, they could have thought about like, are there actually infinite eggs inside my goose? Also, no. If anything, what the farmers should have done is like, you know how Santa comes down like chimneys and stuff? You have no idea. Like the only way you could, like in theory, what could be happening is since we've figured out that the goose can't hold infinite eggs, what if instead of like them making the eggs, how are we not supposed to know someone is like feeding an egg to the goose and then it just hatches the egg, you know? So it's like to verify that the goose is not just eating an egg and hatching it, like maybe they have a secret stash or something, right? Or maybe like Santa is giving them a stash of eggs. So like as the farmers, maybe you would have to stay up all night for 24 hours to make sure the goose doesn't like escape and eat some kind of egg, you know? To make sure the goose is actually making the egg. You would have to do that to deduce that the goose is actually hatching the egg, you know what I mean? 1,000-year eggs? Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what those are. What are 1,000-year eggs? Oh my god, wait, these are kind of mid. No, these are fine. I don't look up an image, but I've had these before and they're fine.
Yes, I love that.
I don't know, I can't lie, they're not that good. No, I didn't know that's what they were called. It's like, no, it's like, I didn't know, you know those like, those candy fruits or whatever, and they're called like sorbets or something? Sorbets? I didn't know that's what they were called. Like a lot of food I feel like I just don't know the name of. People actually say kongi instead of porridge. I feel like I always called it porridge as a kid. That was like another one of those things. That's like another example of like food, which I always thought was like, I thought I didn't know what it was, but like I do, you know? I feel like I always just called it porridge. Rodney was like, why is this is like low-key what I ran during like online class or whatever. I would have like, it's like during online class during COVID, the teachers would always be like, okay, everyone turn on their cameras, but I would just like, I didn't want to turn on my camera, so I just had a freeze frame of myself, and like half of myself was like cut off by the screen, so it was harder to tell if I was moving or not, or like not moving. Like it was low-key still obvious, but like, you know. Cam face to the ceiling, though, yeah, like the forced cam or whatever. I think I did that as well.
Organizing this for a while.
That was like how my actual camera was set up, I think. Kongi with fish. Say porridge. No, I hate fish. I'm a fish hater. Fish is so mid. The only fish that is like maybe acceptable is like salmon. That's the only fish that is maybe acceptable. Sushi is not a fish, by the way. You cannot say sushi is not a fish. But salmon is fine. In general, though, I feel like 99 out of 100 times, I feel like fish is bad for me, in my opinion.
can't. Oh, it is. Oh,
It is.
Can I name 5 fish?
It is.
But he's going to rain for
Minecraft
March.
allowed or no
He
Minecraft
definitely
allowed?
loses a couple seconds.
Wait, did you know that?
Lava,
Okay,
even if you have 5
this
seconds,
counts as
it's
one.
slow to
Did you
see
know
if
that
you've got
perch
some
is
shit.
a fish? Like, you know how the dragon does that thing on top of the fountain and we call that a perch? Do you know there's a fish also called perch? Is that not crazy? Okay, wait, I can name 5 fish. Perch, tuna,
Oh, what was Blinky's? I don't even remember.
swordfish,
Yeah, so this is a really fast.
anglerfish.
The rates are good here for blaze rods. This could be
Shark.
maybe even Ziggy's PB, which would be so fun to see. A
Oh,
player
guppy as well. Is guppy actually a fish? I don't know if guppy is a fish or just like a baby fish. You know how like what it like you know how lambs are like baby sheep? I thought it was like that. Or like
I really wonder if he's gonna craft.
you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure sharks are fish. I'm gonna be honest, I know I said it on my list, but I could not tell you like if this was like who you know those like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Oh my god, have you guys seen the Who Wants to Be a
Let's see the forts. Ziggy already at 5. Let's see, does he get a 6th one here?
Oh my god, no, the clip is so funny. No, the clip is so funny. Sorry, I actually got one shot and
Alright. Using the and his new release cycle has a so let's see if he gets a here.
Let's see, he gets a kill. Let's see if one dropped or not. We're having.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. No, have you seen? Okay. Oh, okay. Let me say it. Okay. Okay. No. I can do it. Deep breaths.
Trying to make his way to the fort. He's trying to just look for it, I think, right now.
Okay. Have you seen the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire clip? Where it's like the... No, I can't do it. I actually can't do it. Okay.
So I guess he doesn't do mode. I actually missed the beginning.
Okay. No. I can do it. It's not even that funny. I'm gonna be honest. It's not even that funny. It's like.
Now it was said.
Okay.
First day of training.
Okay.
Stark difference.
It's.
To...
Okay. I promise. No more laughing. Okay. It's like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire clip, and it's like what? It's like, as any Pokemon loving fan would know, what color is the mascot of the Pokemon franchise, Pikachu or whatever? And it's like, the guy like uses, because in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, there's like lifelines or whatever, and he uses the lifeline where you call an expert, and he gets an expert on like the line or whatever, and it's like, what color is Pikachu? And he's like, yellow. And then the guy who's like in the booth or whatever is like, are you sure? And then the expert's like, don't ask me again! And like so aggressively, that shit is so funny. No, it's so good. It's not like not that funny, but it's like, no, that lives rent free in my head.
Ooh, he is
That clip is actually too good. That clip is too good. Wait, is this the clip? I don't know if I should watch it again, because it might actually like one-shot me.
As any Pokemon-loving kid could tell you, Pikachu is primarily what color?
Okay, no, it's not funny. I'm over it.
Yellow, green, blue.
You know, I don't know any of these. I don't play it. My kids do. They'd be great at it. But I think I want to go to Jay. I think Jay will know this answer. I'd like to go ahead and ask the expert.
Okay, we're going to freeze the clock at 14 seconds. Let's get our expert actor and friend Jay Thomas with a free face-to-face Skype video call. Jay, are you ready to do it again? Jim is going for $16,000.
Okay.
And feed you the question now. Now you have kids, Jay, I know that.
Yeah, my kid is like huge Japanese anime fan. Yellow, the B is what I'm feeling. I'm remembering Pokemon means pocket monster in Japanese, and Kaido means yellow. It's B. It's yellow.
Jay, there's no question in your mind. You're sure one.
Don't ask.
No, that clip is so good.
That is just insane. He is actually the Junior King in his adult life.
I mean,
Wait, does he keep yelling? I actually don't remember. I don't remember the F line.
Don't get Jay mad. We have him locked up and chained, but anything could happen. Okay, he says be yellow.
No, he's real
Words are
though.
just so bad.
He's so mean. Can I read this fable? Okay, sure. The frogs and the ox. An ox came down to a reedy pool to drink. As he splashed heavily into the water, he crushed a young frog into the mud. The old frog soon missed the little one and asked his brothers and sisters what had become of him. A great big monster, said one of them. Stepped on little brother with one of his huge feet. Big was he, said the old frog, puffing herself up. Was he as big as this? Wait, I do know this idiom. Oh, much bigger. The frog this fable. The frog puffed up still more. He could not have been bigger than this, she said. But the little frogs all declared that the monster was much, much bigger, and the old frog kept puffing herself out more and more until all at once she burst. Do not attempt the impossible. That's actually a good moral. No, that's a funny fable. I wouldn't say it's like that good though. I feel like that one Loki doesn't have, like Loki the frog is just stupid. Is my take on it, but I don't know. C tier fable. Dude, Loki, the local tortilla stuff actually looks so fun. Like Feinberg is probably gonna get Netherite or something. Own gimmick. I don't know. I'm not like. No, there's some good gimmicks. Like walking only is a good gimmick, but like, I don't know. No F3 is good. I'm trying to like think what would be fun because reverse F5 like isn't that fun. 2RD Moody 50% empty distance. Okay. That's crazy. Blindfolded rank? No, I would actually be, that would be lower elo than fucking Ludwig, bro. Like, it can't be, the challenge needs to be, like, somewhat reasonable. And I feel like if the challenge means you have a slower PB than Ludwig, or, like, if your slowest run is somehow slower than Ludwig's PB, then I feel like the challenge is too hard. Shifting only? No, shifting only is, like, no, shifting only is literally, if you get an ocean, it's like basically impossible. Because you're gonna have to bridge to the ravine. Otherwise, you're gonna drown. Bro, oh my god, 30's locked, he has the wet hair. Oh my god, 30, fix your microphone, please. 30, fix your microphone. Please fix your microphone.
Hit the settings button in